What's good YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul and welcome to another video. In this one we're going to go ahead and put together DJ Khaled's track with Drake, Grease, so let's get straight to it. First things first, let's go ahead and change our tempo to 86 beats per minute, and we're going to start off with the piano chords that are found in this track. We're going to go to piano, we're going to bring in the Bosendorfer grand piano, and let's go ahead and draw in those chords. Let's create a region. And let's start off with the first one. Alright, so there is the pattern right over there. Next, all we're going to do here is just open up our channel EQ. I'm just going to cut out some of the low end and top end. Alright, so there is sort of our underlying foundation to the track. Next, let's go and create a new software instrument track, and we are going to bring in a bass instrument. I'm going to go to bass, and we're going to go to picked bass right over here. And let's just draw in this pattern. It's going to go something like this. We're going to start on the D. Alright, so there's our bass pattern right over there. I'm just going to push this back a little bit. What we're going to do here is just going to add in a quick delay. So we're going to go to delay echo. I'm just going to change the delay to a quarter note. And we're just going to push this up, pull this back a little bit. Now we have our bass, but I think we're just going to go ahead and bring in a channel EQ here and double click that. And what we're going to do here is once again cut out the top end and cut out the low end as well, because we're going to bring in an 808 later. So let's cut out our top end first. All right, next let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track. And there's like this little pluck sound that happens on top of the bass every time it hits. And we're gonna go ahead and put that in right now as well. All these sounds that we're putting together will just merge into one nice instrument. So we're going to our instrument here, we're gonna go to Alchemy. And I'm gonna go over to our mallet section. And the preset that I wanna use here is the Hybrid Calimbra vibraphone, but we'll come back and adjust this in a moment. We're going to close that up. We're just going to draw in our pattern here. I'm going to change this over to a brush tool. I'm going to change this to 30-second notes. And we're gonna brush in our notes. It's a very like quick sort of roll. So over here we go. So let's go ahead and draw it in right here. I'll even make this a little tighter roll. Let's go to 30-second triplets. All right, next go ahead and open up our alchemy. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna move this slider. Let's see which one sounds good here actually. All right, next what we're gonna do here is we're gonna bring in another instance of that delay. And again, this is gonna be in the background. It's not gonna be so prevalent. It's really just like a quiet sound in the background. Next, let's go ahead and bring in a reverb here just to fill this out a bit. We'll go to Logic Space Designer. We'll just use the default settings here. And lastly, let's bring in EQ, and we're going to take out a little bit of the top end here. All right, next let's go create a new software instrument track, and this is going to be the main sound that we hear. Once we get this in, we're going to sort of blend all of these sounds together. Once again, we're going to create a region over here. We're going to go over to our instrument track. Once again, we will bring in Logic's Alchemy. And for this sound, we're going to go over to leads, and we're going to bring in the preset called, it was called Epic Rift. Let's just load that one in there. And actually, we're just going to take our piano notes. We're going to use the same chords. Just going to drag that down. It sounds like this. Except we're going to pitch that up. And we're going to go ahead and just pull this back here. Okay, so now we're getting closer to the main sound in the track. Let's just open up Alchemy. We got to make this a softer hit. So we're going to pull up our attack over here. Pull off our cutoff a bit. All right, next is going to close this up. Let's open up an EQ. We'll just further mold up this sound. Next, we're going to go ahead and bring in a modulation effect, the rotor cabinet, just to give it a little bit more dimension and a little bit more movement. We're going to go over to a preset called Guitar Rig, and it's going to sound like this. I'm just going to change the microphone here to stereo. Gives it a little bit wider feel. And then we're going to go ahead and bring in, once again, another echo. And once again, we're going to go to our quarter note and bring this down here. And we bring all this together. All right, and lastly, we got to bring in that vocal effect, or the vocal choir, female choir sound. Now, I tried to go through every single vocal female choir in Logic. I could not find that one that sort of matched the one in the track itself. So what I did here was I sampled a little clip of that vocal hit, and we're going to go ahead and play it out right now, or draw in the notes. So I'm going to bring in that patch that I created. It is the Grease lead vocal choir. Once again, I did sample a little small section of that piece so we can draw it in here so it sounds closer to the original track, rather than putting in a choir that's stock Logic and didn't. I found some stuff that was close, but not close enough. So we're gonna go ahead and draw in this MIDI region right here. And it's gonna go something like this. I'm gonna change this over to an 8th note here. So for these, each one, we're going to bring it down in velocity. So it kind of sounds like it's fading out. We're going to duplicate that once over again. We're just going to bring that up there. So there is the main foundation to the whole beat itself. Once again, I was kind of mad at myself. We couldn't find a software instrument track in Logic, a stock one that will fit that vocal sound. Once again, I found some stuff that was close but not exact, so we did take a small sample from the song right there. Patch will be included with this session. But next, all we gotta do is bring in the drums. So we create a new software instrument track, and I'm gonna go over to our user patch, and we're gonna go to the Grease drum kit, and let's go ahead and draw in our clap here. Create a pattern region, 2s and 4s. Hi-hat pattern is very simple, just a straight hit. And lastly, all we gotta do is create a MIDI region right here. And let's draw in that 808 pattern. Let's give ourselves some more room. Once again, it just follows that same bass line that we put on our guitar. So we're gonna go, stretch those out. And that's pretty much the beat right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and arrange this for you guys, and we're gonna come right back. All right, so we're back. I quickly arranged the track for us. It's a quick arrangement. It's not the full arrangement, but you'll get the idea. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Listen to the remake we just put together, DJ Khaled's track with Drake, Grease. Let's go. right there is DJ Khaled's track, Grease with Drake. For your Logic users out there, I'm going to go and save this entire session for you guys, place it as a downloadable link in the description box below this video. For your non-Logic users out there, got your back as well. I'm going to go and export all the MIDI stems, audio stems, and of course include the drum kit that you heard in this remake. You can find that playback sound kit down below in the description box as well. If you do have any questions on this, let's go ahead and take this conversation down below. This is one of those tracks that sort of grew on me when I first heard both Popstar and Grease. I sort of leaned towards Popstar, but as I listened to Grease more, I kind of really like this track. So let me know what you think about Grease down below as well. Which one did you like better, Popstar or Grease? That's it for me, guys. If you did like this video, remember thumbs up, share this video, and of course hit that subscribe button for more good videos like this one. I'll talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.